Alright, welcome to the workshop, and today we're going to be making magnets for going magnet fishing, like off of docks and anywhere in the water you want to retrieve things from underwater that people have lost. Here's a quick little sneak peek at the end result. I have my magnet here. It's a 250-pound magnet with an eye coming out of it, and I have a heavy-duty rope that is tied and zip tied, and you can see down here I have a 50-foot long rope attached to it. So if you go out and some waters are deep off the dock, you have plenty of room to work with. So let's go over the specific supplies and I'll show you the how-to. So this is from Northern Tool. It's a 250-pound retrieving magnet. Super heavy duty. It'll pick up anything and everything, and it comes custom with an eye bolt attached to it. And I bought 3 of those. They were $19 a piece. And then I bought 2 spools of wire. It's 100 feet by 3/8. And this I cut in half for 2 of them, and I'll cut another one in half over here for the third one, and then I'll just have extra. So I'll take you through step by step of how I attach this and get it prepped for the finished product. Alright, so here's my first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take the magnet and try not to touch this magnet to another magnet because it'll be really hard to pull them off. So first thing I'll do is get a glove and a lighter here, and then I'm just going to burn the end of this rope here and kind of melt that together. And you need a glove so you don't burn your hand, that way it won't fray. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape measure and I'm going to measure down 1 foot, okay, and then I'll put my knot right there. And then this I'm going to slide through the eye bolt. And then the rest of it is going to come through. And I'll pull all, let's see, 50 feet through here. Okay, and then we'll just pinch that up, just like that. And then I'm going to take my short end and I'm going to put it through the eye bolt one more time, and then a knot, and then one more knot, and then I have this. So what I'm going to do next is pinch these together and take zip ties, all-purpose zip ties. I'm going to tighten up that 1, 2, 3. You could say that's overkill, but on the other hand, when you're out there getting wet, throwing this off the dock, and it's hitting things and possibly hitting like the dock posts and it sticks to it, you want this to be really heavy duty and you want to know that it's never going to fall apart on you. So there we have a secure rope to our magnet, and then I'm going to take the other end and give that a quick singe so I know that that's not going to fray. So I'll put my glove back on and my lighter, just give that a, they come singed on one end, but then when you cut it, you got to re-singe it. But I like to singe it again because I know it's a better singe. Okay, so I already did one. I have 2, and then I'll do my third one. Now the other end of the rope, what I'm going to do is take my tape measure and measure 2 feet. Put a little bend there, and then I'll take and loop that around. And I'll do about a 6-inch loop here. And then the extra here, we don't want any zip ties on here because that's going to go next to your arm. So I'm going to take and throw another knot through it right here, right up next to that. And then one more knot. Okay, and then we will follow that around just like this. Okay, now this is the looped end. It's the opposite of the magnet. So then what you do, you don't stick your arm through here because it'd fall right out. What you do is you put your hand through here and you grab it through, and that's what goes through your arm, because you can tighten that up right next to your arm. And then it kind of locks on these little knuckles here, those little knots. So you can do that or that, but it just kind of gives you a little bit of grip. That way when you throw your magnet off the dock and it goes flying, it's always attached to your arm, so you'll never lose it. I'll give you a little example. I've got my wire cutters over there, so I'll just throw my magnet over there, and then I can drag it all the way over here. Now imagine if that was 30 feet down in the water. Next thing we'll do is we will package all of our retrieving magnets up and put them in a bucket, and I'll show you how I do that next. Alright, before I put these in my bucket and transfer them to the dock, I'm going to take this and just wind the rope around it a bit. That way they will not stick together in the bucket, and then you'll have a hard time getting them off. This is just going to save you some headaches later on, and it'll keep it from getting tangled up. 50 feet of line is a lot of line, so I'll just put this in my bucket here, and the rest of it, and then that aside, and then we'll take and wind up the other ones. That way you don't have any problems later on when you get down there. Okay, and there we have it. We have 3 250-pound magnets tied to the ropes in this bucket, and we have 1 more empty bucket, which will be filled with lake and river treasures. So on your way out to the docks or the bridges, you can just put those together and carry these, and happy hunting. Please watch the next video to see some of the treasures we found and all of our other awesome videos.